Onyx Real Estate Solutions versus Reese Palmer.
For the record, Neil Chanis appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
No, he's right here.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you doing? What's your name?
My name is Reese Palmer.
All right. Hang on one moment.
I tried to get an attorney, sir, but it's such a short notice they wouldn't appoint me one. So I talked to a CMH worker. They paid my rent for this month. Here, for Honest Realty, they took out my check. I pay my rent every month. And I'm still mesmerized by what's going on, you know? And I thought she'd be here today to interpret what's really going on. But I pay my rent.
Well, they're terminating your tenancy. You had a month-to-month lease, right?
Correct.
So when I first started.
That is correct, Your Honor. We can also give
so
Mr. Palmer to the end of the month as well.
So they're terminating your tenancy, and basically what that means, Mr. Palmer, is they're asking you to move.
Okay.
Okay. So let me ask you this. You think you can get yourself moved by the end of the month?
I don't know that quick, sir, but I know if I get a little time, I can get another place. I'm working on it now. My CMS worker, I just got Section 8, and they're moving me to Ann Arbor.
Okay, so you just got Section 8.
I just got it, sir.
Okay, and so, right, okay, so, and you're with CMH. Okay, and so, did you ask them how fast you can get yourself moved?
Well, they're working on it, they're filling out the paperwork, and it's up to Ann Arbor Housing. But if you give me a little time, more time than the end of the month, because I'm paid up to the end of the month. But if I have to pay next month, then I can pay that, but I do need a little time.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When did you get your Section 8?
About a week ago.
Okay, so you got it about a week ago. So if I'm on the 11th, you got it about the 4th or 5th, somewhere around there at the beginning of the month?
Yeah, we went and picked the packet up from Ann Arbor Housing, and she's filling it all out now. And after that, we got to turn it back in. But they're going to move quickly, I know that.
Yeah, they're moving quickly to try to get you housed.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's...
Also, I got a health home care provider that takes care of it. So I definitely need a place to stay.
Right.
This exchange highlights an important distinction that many viewers miss. Mr. Palmer isn't disputing that the tenancy has been terminated. Instead, he's asking the court for additional time because his housing situation is actively changing through Section 8. Legally, that's a very different argument. Judge Simpson immediately shifts away from debating whether the landlord has the right to end a month-to-month tenancy and focuses instead on whether the transition can be managed fairly. Notice how the judge carefully establishes a timeline by asking when the housing voucher was approved and whether the paperwork has already begun. Those questions aren't casual conversation. They're designed to determine whether the request for more time is supported by concrete progress rather than hopeful promises. The reference to a healthcare provider also gives the judge context about the practical consequences of an immediate move without changing the legal outcome itself. Did you notice that the judge never challenges the landlord's legal right to possession? Instead, he's evaluating whether equity allows for a more orderly transition while still respecting the landlord's rights. That's a common balancing act in landlord-tenant court.
Mentally and calculated to do anything.
Okay.
You know, I got a person to take care of.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, and it may be a plaintiff's objection, but I'm going to find that there's not an issue for me to try, and I'm going to grant them a judgment for possession. But what I'm going to do, instead of the end of the month, I'm going to give you basically 30 days from the time you got your Section 8. So you got your Section 8 a week ago, so I'll make that the 5th of April. And so what I'll do is nothing can happen till May 5th.
That's fine, Your Honor. Sounds good.
Okay. You got that, Mr. Palmer?
Yeah.
Okay. So you make sure to tell they're going to file a judgment with us. So you got to make sure to tell your worker at CMH that, and also the people you're dealing with at Ann Arbor Housing, that this is the date you have to be out. Okay? You got that?
Yeah.
Okay, real good. Okay, Mr. Palmer, good luck to you.
All right.
Good luck.
Take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next, Real Estate Solutions versus Daryl Daniels.
For the record, Neil Chanis appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
I'm doing well. Your name? All right. This is also a termination of the.
I have a year lease. I just signed.
You just signed?
Like 2 months ago. Okay. Then I get a letter from there legally.
Pardon?
I signed paid my security deposit and signed a 12 months lease. Then after a month payment, I get a letter saying that I'm there illegally. I'm like, wait a moment, I'm here illegally. You got the money, I signed the lease.
Oh, that's right. This is.
So, yeah, if you
Yeah.
look at the notice,
Yeah, I see that.
yeah.
So. Okay.
Yeah, we have a situation where the city has, obviously, we are in the property, because it's in violation of the city ordinance, essentially voids the lease. And so we are.
Well, I don't. So who, but it was your client that entered into the lease.
That is correct. And after that, they received notice that they were in violation, specifically of section 122-441 of the zoning ordinance, regarding an illegal rooming house. We actually have a hearing scheduled for April 17th at 9 o'clock regarding this matter. They've actually requested that we go through this process. And that's why they adjourned the original hearing date.
Okay,
after all of this.
yeah, no, I get all of that. The problem's gonna be that then you're asking your client signs a lease with Mr. Daniels. I'm gonna just guess, go out there on a limb. I don't think Mr. Daniels drafted that lease, right?
Correct.
And that Mr. Daniels then paid monies to your client.
Yes, but he has
Oh,
not.
just hold on.
That is correct. When he moved, yes, the security deposit, first month's rent, I believe, maybe the portal's been turned off, but I think the last 2 months have not been paid, most likely because of the notice that he received.
So you love saying not to pay. But I still have.
Okay, hold. Hey, hold on. Okay, so let me ask you this. Mr. Daniels, because you can't stay there for your lease or your year lease, it wouldn't look like you're able to because you're going to be in violation at some point. Well, the tenancy's in violation of the city ordinance. Is your client willing to give him back all his money he paid?
If that's what is required to allow him to move out, I can certainly make sure that happens.
Okay.
Now, that may just require, I think, January, the security deposit, and the February rent, possibly. I don't have that in front of me.
Well, did you pay February or no?
Yes.
You paid February. So you paid January and February and the security.
I came in January, I came in 28 January. And February, March.
So how many months rent have you paid? 2? Okay. So it looks like security deposit at 2 months rent.
That could be, I can double check that, Your Honor.
But also,
So let me ask you this, Mr. Daniels. If you get that money back, can you move yourself then? Would you be in a position to get yourself moved?
it's going to be a process, but at the same time, these people, knowing that they didn't have proper paperwork and things in order to do what they did. So, negligently, dishonestly, took my money, knowing what you had basic, and then come to me a month later talking about I'm there illegally.
Okay, so Mr. Daniels, Mr. Daniels,
And pay the street hospital. Definitely.
and do what?
Pay the street hospital. For the inconvenience they take.
He's paid a total, it looks to me, I think this might be accurate, of $1,150. That includes the security deposit.
So he's paid $1,150, including the security deposit. That sound about right to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you get your $1,150 back, how long would it take to move yourself, you think?
Judge, can I interrupt you? I'm Mr. Daniels, Social Worker at Housing Bureau for Seniors.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, so we just moved Daryl in, and House and Home put a lot of really nice things in his room. We're not going to be able to pay for a move into a new place. So we're requesting that they also help us with the moving costs because there's a lot of nice stuff that's gonna not be able to be moved because we just paid to get it moved in there.
This is the turning point of the hearing because the dispute expands beyond simple possession and begins to resemble a damages and settlement case. Earlier, Judge Simpson focused on whether Mr. Daniels could relocate if his rent and security deposit were refunded. Now, a third-party housing representative introduces an additional financial consequence: the cost of moving furniture that had only recently been installed. That changes the negotiation dynamic. While moving expenses aren't automatically recoverable in every landlord-tenant dispute, the request reinforces the argument that the tenant relied on a lease that may have been impossible to perform because of the property's alleged zoning violation. Notice how Judge Simpson doesn't immediately decide who is legally responsible for those expenses. Instead, he encourages documentation and negotiation. That's strategic judicial case management. Rather than making findings on incomplete information, he creates an opportunity for both sides to quantify their positions before returning to court. Would you agree to reimburse moving costs if your own lease became unusable because of a problem you didn't create? It's exactly that practical question the judge is steering the parties toward before making any broader legal conclusions.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to set this for basically a final settlement conference for April 22nd. Is that right? Yes, April 22nd, 2025 at 9 a.m. Everybody needs to be in person, and then we'll just hash it out and figure out what needs to happen and try to get there. All right?
Before we go, Your Honor, Madden, if you can contact me with what you estimate or actually get a quote for moving what needs to be moved and the cost involved, maybe we can resolve this before the 22nd.
Absolutely, thank you.
You can
Thank
probably
you.
find my information on his paperwork.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Daniels. You
All
take
right,
care.
thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case of Huron Vista versus Shinelli Brown. What's your name? All right. Is it Chanel? Is that how I should, even though it's hyphened? Well, if it were all together, I would have said Chanel. But with the hyphen, they're just gonna call me out in public like that. That's all right. Okay. All right. How much is owing on this?
The outstanding balance is $4,280.44.
4,000. I'm sorry.
$4,280.44.
All right. And Ms. Brown, how are you gonna get that paid? Okay.
I've been working with alcohol since I'm a kid,
Okay.
and they are confused. They just sit here and they send the check. I talked to her last Wednesday. They sent a check for the 200 we had talked about before,
Okay.
and they're also going to be paying my portion. Now, when she was talking to me, she also sit here and told me that I have not paid my washer and dryer bill, which I had no idea that that's what I was supposed to pay. I knew I was in charge of my DTE and my electric, of course. But all of this, since we had new managers, I feel like everything is just, nobody's communicating.
Okay. So you don't think you owe this money?
No, I know, I paid my rent, I paid.
Okay, so who do you, okay, I got you.
I paid my portion.
So who do you think should have paid this?
Either, Alpha House is supposed to do.
Alpha House?
That's who's been paying my rent the whole entire time.
Okay. Do you see anything?
No, Your Honor, we were at court on the 28th, and Ms. Brown indicated that the whole balance would be paid in full following. That was not happen at that time. The balance was $2,857.44. Now we have April rent added as well. No one has had any contact from Alpha House. I don't have anything in writing from Alpha House saying they're going to pay.
So, but one of the things she's indicating is Alpha House was paying her rent in its entirety.
I have 3 more months left.
Pardon?
I have only 3 more months left with my lease will be up, and they've been paying it since September.
Do you see anything that says that that's who, has new management taken over?
I mean, I think that there might be a new property manager, there, but I don't, or maybe just a new, person that handles everything, but.
Second person.
But I've been in contact with everyone there, the regional director, and the notes specifically come from them. I think they've been in contact and it indicates.
Well, I guess my question would be this, who was, oh boy, who was paying her rent before, or do we know?
So the notes that I had say that Alpha House was supposed to issue a check for $3,675 plus $1,088, which would have been for April. And that was as of April 2nd, nothing's been received.
Okay. So I think we're saying the same thing,
Yeah.
because I think you're saying Alpha House was supposed to pay it. You got notes indicating Alpha House is supposed to do it. So we got to figure out why Alpha House hasn't.
I was fine. Like I said, I just talked to her last Wednesday in my house at my kitchen table, and she said the check was issued.
Did she say when it was
She
issued?
said they should have had it. They waited, I guess.
Okay, all right, all right.
I don't know.
Let's do this. Let me put it out a week. 18th, April 18th, 2025. What time? 3 p.m. And let's see, hang on. I know what you're going to do. You're going to try to yell at me about something else. I'll just hold on. Just hold on. Yes, you are. I can tell. You started out with the yelling. Whenever it starts, sir, I know I'm about to get yelled at. So I'm going to just preempt that. Okay. So I'm going to set it to see if we can get this payment in. You got to work, right? And that's why the 3 p.m. is a problem for you.
Today.
I know, I see that because nobody wears that bright a color on purpose. So, I'm sorry. Well, if you're working on a highway, I get it. No, I'm kidding. So from your work, can you appear via Zoom?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this for you, okay? Because your name got hyphenated and I can't pronounce it. So we're gonna give you a form to fill out to let you do that. Okay? Will that work for you, or you still want to yell at me? Okay. If you don't want to yell, I'm good.
Information for the person she's dealing with the alcohol.
Yeah,
I
Sure.
have both of them. Yeah.
Can you? Okay, fantastic. See, this all works out. That's beautiful. Court calls the case of Huron Vista Apartments versus Naja Washington. Hello, Miss Washington. How are you? I'm okay, I think. I don't know. All right, how much is owing?
Your Honor, the outstanding balance is $1,137. Ms. Washington has agreed to enter into this forgiveness plan COD, where she paid her April rent on time. She
Okay.
is going to pay her May rent and June rent, and then comply with the terms of her lease. She has applied for rental assistance. I understand she indicated to me that she was denied. And so at the end of those 3 months, which would end at the end of June, if she needs to comply with the terms, if she complies with all these terms, then they will waive up to 1 month.
Okay. Is that all correct?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so that's going to be in the form of a COD?
Yes.
All right, is it all prepared or is it not? Ready?
We could just adjourn.
Okay. Okay. So I'll adjourn it out to the 18th, 2025, at 3 p.m. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. See, where'd what's her name go? That's how you don't yell at a judge. Yeah, see, that's how. I'm sensitive. No, Huron Vista versus Deanna Rogers. Hello. What's your name?
Deanna Rogers.
Miss Rogers was here early. So, all right. How much is owing on this?
4,800.
Okay. How are you intending on getting this done?
I was trying to make sure I could, get the past due paid by the first.
So you can get by the 1st of May?
Yeah,
So your past due is almost $5,000. You're gonna pay that before the 1st of May?
no, past due was 3,000.
Say again?
Past due was 3,000.
Okay, let me ask you this, okay? Rather than working off of it, if it's past due or whatever, how much do you think you can pay by the 1st?
Other 3,000.
So you can pay 3,000 by the 1st. And then how much is your monthly rent's around 1,800?
Yeah.
So if you got that 3,000 paid, you'd still owe about $3,600. Then how are you gonna get that paid?
I don't see what you're saying.
So if you paid 3,000, right now you owe about 4,800. Okay? So if you pay 3,000, you're still gonna owe $1,800.
2 weeks after that, after the first payment of the main payment.
Okay, but after the 1st, because you're gonna get your next month's rent clicked in. So you'd owe 1,800. You'd still have 1,800 to pay, and then I have your monthly rent at about 1,837 or 39. So then if you put that together, you're gonna owe $3,600.
I'm currently trying to get help also, SOS. And
Okay.
I'm in touch with Hawk.
Okay, have you talked to the folks at Hawk?
Yeah, I'm just waiting to find out if they're gonna approve it.
Okay, so you had an appointment with them?
Yeah,
When was your appointment? Oh, you had an appointment just on the 2nd of April, right? And they haven't let you know what they're doing yet?
I got to turn in some documentation.
Okay, have you done that?
I just turned it in
Okay. When did you turn it in?
yesterday.
All right, so they're not gonna have an answer. All right, so here's,
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Can you get clarification on whether that 3,000 that's being is expected from Hawk or if that is from,
that's probably a good point.
is that for Ms. Rogers' money? I did talk to her regarding possible forgiveness plan, but she indicated to me that she could not pay her monthly rent. So,
One that could be paid by me and SOS.
Okay, so what Ms. Kazari is asking is this. When you told me you would have the 3,000 by the 1st, was that gonna be your money or was that gonna be Hawk's money?
My money, so SOS.
Okay, so how much of it's your money? Have you talked to the folks at Legal Services, ma'am?
Legal services? No.
Okay. I want you to give Legal Services a call because I'm a little bit worried that you're not understanding some of the things about what might happen here. Okay. And so that somebody can try to organize this a little bit for you. Okay. Because if nothing gets paid on this, we're gonna be at about $6,600 that's owing. And that may be too big amount to climb if we don't get try to get something done, okay? So, Ann, I'm gonna give you a phone number. I need you to call and talk to the folks at Legal Services. Okay, so if you can give her Legal Services number. And then I'm going to adjourn this out 1 week to the 18th, 2025 at 3 p.m. Okay? So I'm going to adjourn you out 1 week, 3 o'clock. I'm going to give you the number to Legal Services. I want you to give them a call, okay? All right. Thank you. And make sure also if Hawk has an update for us, then let us know, okay? Thank you. Evergreen Apartments versus Lavinia Kendricks Haynes. Where is she? Oh, there she is.
Hello,
Hello, how are you?
I'm okay.
All right. Where are we on her case?
You remember the outstanding balance is $2,998. I understand that Ms. Kendrick Haynes has been approved for the full amount.
Okay.
By Hawk, and they released the payment, but it's gonna be 2 weeks before we get it.
Okay. To the 25th. All right. Does that work for you?
It works.
Okay. April 25th, 2025,
Well,
12 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. You have a great weekend.
You too.
All right.
Across these hearings, Judge Simpson demonstrates that landlord-tenant court is rarely just about unpaid rent. Each case turns on whether the facts support immediate enforcement or whether additional time serves justice without unfairly prejudicing either side. In Mr. Palmer's case, the court recognized the landlord's legal right to terminate a month-to-month tenancy while delaying enforcement long enough to accommodate an active Section 8 placement. In Mr. Daniels's matter, the court refused to rush into a ruling where allegations about an illegal rental property and potential reimbursement issues required further investigation and meaningful settlement discussions. Other tenants were given opportunities to coordinate with rental assistance programs, clarify who was actually responsible for payment, or seek legal services before falling into an even deeper financial hole. Those decisions show a consistent judicial approach. Verify the facts first, encourage realistic solutions, and reserve stronger remedies until the record is complete. Legally, possession cases often move quickly, but fairness still depends on credible evidence, accurate financial information, and parties acting in good faith. For tenants, this hearing is a reminder that documentation, communication with assistance agencies, and early legal advice can significantly affect the outcome. For landlords, it reinforces that clear records and cooperative problem-solving often resolve disputes more efficiently than immediate enforcement alone. Do you think Judge Simpson struck the right balance between protecting property rights and giving struggling tenants a fair opportunity to recover? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.